Hello everyone. So in our previous video we had discussed about the data science, introduction of the data science and why data science and what are the steps that we are going to take in the data science. So in this current video, so we are going to discuss about the what are the different type of roles that are available in the data science over a past couple of years, and there has been many roles that are emerging in the past couple of years. And so the first one we are going to discuss about is the data engineer. So we all know that data engineer. So he's the one who has created this data. I mean, who brings the data, who brings the valid and accurate data to perform the other analysis required for the data analyst or data scientist or ML engineer. Mm. So he also designs and develops and manages the architecture. So for creating a new architecture and basically the storing the data and analyzing the last volumes of data, and they usually create these pipelines from source to our data warehouses. So the collaboration across the different roles is primarily starts with the data engineering team. So let's say the data engineer. So they will be basically optimize the data workflows which are used for effective decision making. So now coming to the data analyst. So this data analyst basically they analyze they interpret and analyze these data and extract those valuable insights, and this how the data is flowing, it's how it is trending and its patterns. So basically they use these statistical methods and these visualization tools to get the better. So when they start interpreting these things, they communicate these related interpretations, and they basically aids the data scientists to get the to analyze the thing to solve a business problem. So they have this strategic planning and this problem solving skills, and it is also one of the major and important role in the field of data science. So there is a small gap between a business analyst and a data analyst. So this data analyst mainly they focuses on the technical side, on they will play with the data and gather these insights. But the business analyst mostly say, since they have some common gaps, so they will mainly focus on the business, how to solve a business problem, how to be what are the pain points and how to rectify them. So this kind of the data analyst and business analyst are kind of sync over there. So now coming to the data scientists. So we have been hearing about these data scientists over a past couple of years, or let us say for the past 5 years. So it has been a big role and a dream role for many of the users. So basically what these guys are doing. So the data scientists basically they leverage these statistical models, and they use these advanced techniques of statistics and mathematics to analyze these complex data sets. So not every data set is simple or medium. So some data sets might be complex, so you need to debug them accordingly. So and apart from that, they develop these ML models, and algorithms and some predictive models as well. So the basic thought of creating these models to extract the insights and patterns from the existing data. So from the existing data, they use it to get these things. So this role primarily involves analyzing, researching, and interpreting the results and creating some recommendations. So they are basically use some of these technique to get the data driven decision making. So they often closely work with these business stakeholders to address these challenges and their contribution, and they know if there are any. So they majorly focuses on contributing to innovate within the organization. So there is also another role called machine learning scientist. So even though they share the similar interests and share some similarities, so their focus is different. Like let us say these data scientists, they interpret the complex data sets using some statistical methods, whereas these ML scientists, mm, so they specifically design and implement and optimizing the existing machine learning models and creating some algorithms. So whereas these data engineers, they have a broad scope, but whereas these ML scientists, so they mainly focus on the development and improvement of the predictive models using machine learning techniques. So they both collaborate these full potential of data for better decision making and innovation. So there is again this comparison with the machine learning engineers along with machine learning scientists and data scientists. So these machine learning engineers basically they collaborate along with these data scientists and ML scientists. So these have all these three roles are very distinct roles. So the ML engineer's primary focus is for the practical implementation of these ML models which have been created. So they will deal with the scalability and how to deploy these in different environments and integration it to for different applications. So they often work on some other aspects like researching these models and production ready systems. So when we say productions, it is available to use by the end users.